Welcome to Studio D on the campus of the University of Oklahoma. This is Sooner Sports Pad. Now, here's your host, Allison Gappa.
Welcome to Sooner Sports Pad. I'm Allison Gappa alongside Mason Prince, Heather Healy, and our very spirited live studio audience. Guys, who's in there?
We have the OU cheer and pom squad.
Oh, but that's not it. We also have the OU Roughnecks and the powerlifting teams here as well.
It's a pretty good-looking group. We've also got head men's basketball coach Lon Kruger in studio.
That's right.
We'll talk with him later on.
And coming up later in the show, we'll give you an inside look on 4 men's basketball players, how they make a unique impact each game.
And coming up a little later in Face-Off, Heather and I debate which OU basketball player we would pick in a dunk contest.
Well, winter and spring sports at the University of Oklahoma are absolutely dominating right now. Men's tennis today in Chicago won the ITA Indoor National Championships. We'll talk tennis and other sports later on, but first up, we're going to talk men's gymnastics. This weekend, they shattered the NCAA record with a score of 456.40. Here's the action. Top-ranked Sooners hosting number 5 Michigan. Freshman Hunter Justice setting the tone with a 15.45 to open the meet, and the energy, it doesn't stop there. It continues on pommel horse with a practically flawless routine, earning Michael Reed a 15.95, a program best. Here's another best from Michael Squires on rings with a score of 16.3. Well, Valentine's Day was not as sweet for Sooner basketball. They were at K-State. They lost that game 59-56, snapped the Sooners' 5-game winning streak. Mason, what happened to this game?
Well, Sooners got in some foul trouble, but they did have a good game for a couple players, like guys like Deshaun Thomas. He had 10 points and 5 rebounds on his way to being named the Big 12 Newcomer of the Week for the 3rd time this season. Buddy Hield finished with 14 points and shot 40% from behind the arc. Jordan Woodard had himself a game as well with 13 points, but it was Marcus Foster who sent the Sooners home with a loss after a 3 with 3 seconds remaining in regulation. OU looks to rebound against Texas tomorrow night at the LNC.
All right, well, women's basketball, they had a pink-out game, cruise past TCU, Heather.
Absolutely. The women's team spread the love on Valentine's Day and defeated the TCU Horned Frogs 77-54. It was the annual Play for K-Day in support of breast cancer, and they made everyone in pink at the LNC proud. They're overall 16-9 this season and are 10-3 in conference play. Redshirt sophomore Peyton Little led in scoring with 21 points, and redshirt junior KK Williams added 14. They travel to Ames, Iowa to take on the Iowa State Cyclones tomorrow night.
All right, well, plenty of Sooner action to choose from for this week's MVPs. Who's your MVP, Mason?
My MVP has to be Lauren Chamberlain because she was absolutely unconscious from the plate. Batted .533, hit 3 homers, and knocked in 9 RBIs in 5 games this weekend. She helped improve the Sooners' record to 9-1 this season. She keeps playing well, and she's going to keep doing it because she's one of the best players in the nation.
There you go.
All right, Heather, who's your MVP?
Mine has got to be men's gymnastics. Kanjay Oyama. He dominated Michigan this past weekend. The all-around competition, he scored the best, 91. That's the best that he has ever had. And he ranks right up there with former Olympian Jake Dalton and Sooner as well, and Steven LaChandra, all tying for 7th in the OU men's record book. That 91 score is the top mark in the nation in 2015 so far, so that's something to be proud of. We'll see if the Sooners can keep the good vibes rolling in Las Vegas, Nevada as they compete in the Winter Cup.
All right, very impressive. Well, our own Matt McCulloch sat down with sophomore right-hander Jake Elliott on their baseball's opening weekend in this week's Spotlight. Take it away, Matt.
Thanks, guys. I'm sitting here with Jake Elliott, opening day starter for the Sooners. And Jake, you had a really nice outing on Friday night, going 7 innings, striking out 4 and only allowing 2 hits. How'd you feel about your performance on Friday?
I felt really good about it. I was a little nervous at first, obviously being the first game of the season. We're all anxious to get out there. But after I settled in, I just kind of threw strikes, and I felt really great.
Yeah, how did it feel getting that opening day nod? I mean, it had to be a dream come true, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, it definitely was a dream come true. I've been hoping for this moment for a long time now, and it was able to come true, and I was able to actually perform well. So that was very nice, having that on top of it.
Let's talk a little bit about the off-season. Is there anything that you worked on specifically to get to this, where you are right now?
I say just lifting weights. I've actually put on a lot of weight. Like I came in last year, my freshman year, at 195, and now I'm up to 230. So that's really been a big change for me.
Yeah, so did you do any summer league ball or anything like that?
I actually did not because I got hurt last year, so they just allowed me to have the summer off just to get healthy and get stronger. So obviously it paid off.
Well, we'll leave you on this. What can you tell us so far about this team that you can tell already for the season?
I say we're very versatile. We have a lot of guys that can fill spots in the field and on the mound. So I'd look for a lot of people to make big impacts this year.
Absolutely. Well, thanks a lot for sitting with us, and good luck this season.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, Matt. Well, OU baseball wrapped up their opening weekend last night. Mason, how did it turn out for the Sooners?
Well, they had a great weekend. They went 3-2 on the weekend versus Notre Dame and Southern
Yes,
Illinois,
nice.
Edwardsville. The season started off right with a win for OU on Friday, thanks to sophomore righty Jake Elliott, who we just saw, struck out 4 and pitched 7 shutout innings to win against the Irish. On to Saturday when OU beat SIE 11-1, thanks to a couple big-time hits from Anthony Hermlin. Craig Aiken had a good game against Notre Dame on Saturday with 2 hits, but the Sooners fell short 10-9. But Austin O'Brien's homer on Sunday night sealed the win for OU against SIE 9-1. OU is back in action on Wednesday in Arizona.
Well, the softball team had their hearts broken as the Arizona State Sun Devils, as the Arizona State Sun Devils gave them their first loss of the season, 8-4. It was really just ugly all around. First, starting with the pitching staff, giving them 9 walks, and then ending with a walk-off grand slam. But here's an upside. We heard about Lauren Chamberlain, but junior outfielder Katie Self had a game high of 2 hits in a run, so that's good. They're overall 9-1, so just 1 loss. No big deal. They can hopefully bounce back this upcoming weekend and play in the Mary Nutter Collegiate Classic in Palm Springs, California.
Well, we talked about them already, but the men's tennis team kicked off the spring season right by winning the National Indoor Championships today by beating the #1 team in the nation, USC. OU had a tough road at the ITA National Indoor Championship by having to get through number 19 Ole Miss, number 7 North Carolina, number 10 Baylor in the semis, and finally the #1 team in the land, USC. The men's tennis team continues to play well as they get to celebrate until Friday when they head to College Station to take on Texas A&M.
Well, the women's gymnastics team is a perfect 10, being 10-0. Oh, yeah, and beating Kentucky in the Perfect 10 Challenge past weekend. The Sooners had the top scores in the vault, bars, and floor events, finishing with scores over 9.9, all in 3. That's pretty huge, right?
That's huge.
Hopefully, they'll be 11-0 this Friday in Ann Arbor, Michigan, after they take on the 5th-ranked Michigan Wolverines.
All right, well, thanks so much, guys. Don't go anywhere because coming up next in Face Off, we're debating which Sooner would win an OU dunk contest. Plus, we've got the one and only Lon Kruger in studio. We'll talk with him. Stay with us. Welcome back to Sooner Sports Pad. It's now time for Face Off, where we debate hot topics. I'm joined by basketball head coach Lon Kruger. Thanks so much for being here.
My pleasure. Great to be with you.
And even before the big OU Texas game, and we're gonna talk about that later on.
Good.
Don't worry. And he's gonna help out with Face Off. But first up, I'm gonna have Lexington, who cheers for OU. She's gonna have your first Face Off question, guys.
Bring it.
So, Jerry Montgomery is joining the Green Bay Packers coaching staff. Which of our recent hires do you think is Bob Stoops' best?
Mason, you're up first.
All right, well, Lincoln Riley is a man with a plan. He led the #6 offense in the nation at ECU last year with not nearly the amount of weapons that OU has right now. He's going to lead this offense, and OU fans are going to see results real quick.
Okay, well, get this. It doesn't get any better than this. The DBs are getting coached by a Golden Domer.
Domer.
That's right. Kerry Cooks has spent the past 5 years under head coach Brian Kelly at Notre Dame. And with those 5 years, they've been to a bowl appearance, including the 2012 National Championship. Didn't end so well, but anyway, it'll be better here. It'll be a sight to see how Kerry Cooks will bring the Sooners this season.
That's right.
All right, next up, we've got Blake, who is a roughneck. He has got your second face-off question.
Men's and women's gymnastics are both ranked #1 this season. Who wins a national championship?
Well, the men sent a message to Michigan. They took the 2-time defending national champions down on Valentine's Day and showed them what this team is all about. OU won 6 events outright and tied with one Michigan guy on one of them. OU, oh, by the way, not to mention, they broke the record for the highest score.
No big deal.
Yeah, no big deal. No big deal.
Well, the women's gymnastics is hungry for a repeat championship. After tying to the Florida Gators last year, they're making that championship championship statement this year. They're going to make it all theirs. By this, the 6th consecutive week that they have been ranked number 1, the longest in OU history.
Yeah.
And if things keep going like this, they're going to be 11-0 next week. I'm going to call it. And this championship is going to be a piece of cake.
Men's.
All right, you heard it here first. Lon Kruger has your third face-off question.
All right. NBA dunk contest this past weekend. Which Sooner would win an OU dunk contest?
Give me big, mean Kadeem Lattin, the 6'9" freshman, 7'2" wingspan, just going to throw down. We've seen him do it a couple times in games this season. He's a freak of nature. Oh, my goodness. Give me Kadeem all the way.
That's a good choice. But say hello to Mr. Tashawn Thomas. The 6'8", 242 power forward is unstoppable. He's averaging 11 points, a little over 6 rebounds, and 53% from the field. With these types of stats, this guy is unstoppable. You can't go wrong with this. Right, Coach? Am I right?
No, Kadeem.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Tough right there.
Tough. Who's your pick on that dunk contest?
You know what? There's a couple that aren't playing this year that might rival those two. But Tayshaun had the big dunk in Austin, second game of the year. But Kadeem's had some pretty good ones, too. So I'd probably go with Kadeem.
Okay, so you saying Mason's our winner, audience? I'm going to have you just see if you agree. Is it Mason or Heather? Cheer loudest for whoever you think you won. Is it Heather? Or is it Mason? Okay, good job, Mason. Mason got that face-off one. It's now time for our tweet of the week. This one coming from OU men's basketball's Twitter account. Retweet to congratulate Tayshaun Thomas on earning 3rd Big 12 Newcomer of the Week award, #Sooners. You can go out and support OU as they take on Texas tomorrow night at Lloyd Noble. Tip is at 8. We'll talk more OU Texas with Lon Kruger coming up next. Stay with us.
Special thanks to our cornerstone television partners, Chesapeake Energy, Riverwind Resort, Anheuser-Busch, OU Outreach, OU Alumni Association, OU Medicine, and the OU President's Associates.
Welcome back to Sooner Sports Pad. The OU men's basketball team is ranked in the top 25 and a fierce competitor in the toughest conference in the country. Mason Prince reports on the guys whose names aren't mentioned as much, but whose energy certainly contributes to this team's success.
You know the big names: Buddy Hield, Ryan Spangler, Isaiah Cousins. But the guys whose names you might not know are also a big part of this team's success. Guys like Austin Mankin, James Fraschilla, Trey Slate, and Daniel Harper. Trey Slate and Daniel Harper, both Oklahoma natives, take on a little extra pride when putting on the crimson and cream.
It's awesome because I grew up here in Norman, and so I grew up an OU fan my whole life, and then getting this opportunity to come play and just help out the team any way I can, it's been great.
Yeah, same for me. Grew up in Oklahoma, always wanted to come here, so it's definitely a dream come true. Have an opportunity to come play here and contribute to the team.
Walk-on senior James Fraschilla is not from Oklahoma, but grew up always wanting to be a Sooner.
I grew up a huge Sooner fan in Dallas. My aunt and uncles went here. I was a ball boy here when I was a kid, and so I had the opportunity to come up here and be a student and walk on the basketball team. It was a dream come true.
What year were you a ball boy?
Y'all secretly knew each other.
We might have been ball boys together.
We easily could have been ball boys together.
They may not see the court as much, but they all agree that their biggest role is
scout team.
Scout team, definitely the scout team. They normally try to get us to foul a lot, be really physical with them. So I just think kind of getting after them each possession, and just trying to get them as ready as they can be. Prepare them for the upcoming game. Try to do the best we can, kind of imitating what the opposing team does. Yeah.
I mean, we don't always have coaches on us or anything, so we kind of have to motivate ourselves, motivate each other to push each other just to get better and stuff.
Their hard work is vital to this team's success in taking what they see on the practice court to help prepare the team for when they play on this one.
I think just the opportunity we have, not a lot of people get to do this, and so you kind of have to, every day you wake up and you have to realize the position you're in. Not a lot of people get to do this every day, and even though we don't see the court as much, it's a unique opportunity for us to come out and help a big time Division I program get better each and every day.
I mean, there's some guys that would just dream to play on this floor once, and we get to come out here every day and practice and basically play against some of the best players in the nation. So I mean, it's an honor to play on this court.
Daniel Harper has been giving his all for the team since he was in 4th grade.
When I was a ball boy, back when Taj Gray played here, in the Sampson era, there was one game where I was rebounding for him before the game, and he told me to come out and guard him. And he dribbled right and crossed over left and made me fall. And I sprained my knee and I had to go into I was in 4th grade. I had to go to the training room before the game.
Did he apologize?
Yeah, all the players were just dying. I was this little chubby 4th grader.
Dude, that is epic.
Whether they get in the game or not, just being a part of this team has given them memories that they will never forget.
Running out and the little atmosphere and cheering the fans and stuff like that, just really sunk in that I wasn't a Sooner.
Mason Prince, Sooner Sports Pad.
Thanks, Mason. Up next for the Sooners, Texas tomorrow night. Lloyd Noble. Tip is at 8. Well, the coach behind it all, he's right here in studio with us. Mason and Heather are joined by Lon Kruger. Guys.
Coach, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Well, you guys won 5 in a row, dropped the one in Manhattan against Kansas State. What has to change against Texas to avoid dropping 2 in a row?
Texas is a big, very physical basketball team, clearly the biggest team in the conference, if not the country. So we've got to do a good job interior defensively. We've got to handle Taylor, their point guard, is very quick in transition. So we got our hands full. Texas is a good ball club.
Deshaun Thomas, my dunking towards no hard feelings. It's okay. tell us about his impact that he has made this season.
Tayshawn's been great. He's a very mature player. He can score inside. He can score outside. He's very good off the dribble. When people double him in the post, he's a very good passer. So he finds people on the perimeter. So he's been a great teammate, and guys are certainly happy to have him in our program.
You guys are 10-1 at home this season. Do you guys just feed off the crowd at the Lloyd Noble Center?
Oh, we do. No question about that. The energy, the spirit groups are great. The student section is growing every ball game. Last 2 especially, West Virginia and Iowa State, the student section has been full. And I think they impact the atmosphere in the arena so much. I think the whole crowd feeds off what the cheer squads do and what the band does, and especially what the student section does.
I think Allison has got an audience question for us.
I do. This one is coming from Madeline, and she is on the Palm Squad.
How do you feel about Kevin Durant coming to the basketball game tomorrow and sitting behind Texas's team bench?
Yeah, well, most of the year we're Kevin Durant fans. With the Thunder, he's such a good player, and he's so much fun to watch. Probably when he's a UT fan, we probably won't be as much for Kevin, but we'll welcome him into the arena, and then we have to, send the horns home packing. Okay, we'll welcome Kevin in and then try to whip up on the horns.
All right, that sounds pretty good to me. Coming up next, we're having a lot more fun because Lon Kruger is playing Beats by Sooner Sports Pad. If you don't know what it is, you just have to stick around because it's that much fun. We'll see you in a bit.
We'll be right back.
I can't hear you.
We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. I got it.
We got it.
Welcome back to Sooner Sports Pad. Coming up this week in Sooner Sports, OU men's basketball taking on the Longhorns tomorrow night at Lloyd Noble. Tip is at 8. That game's on ESPN2. On Sooner Sports TV, though, we've got Sooner Hoops with Lon Kruger at 5:30 Wednesday night, and Sooner Basketball with Sherry Cole on at 9. For a complete schedule, head over to Soonersports.tv. Well, it's now time for this week's Sooner Sports Pad Challenge, where we play a little game. We have a little bit of fun, and this week we are so lucky to be joined by Coach Lon Kruger. And we're playing Beats by Sooner Sports Pad. How it works is Mason and Heather, they have these headphones on, and they have blasting music. They can't even hear what I'm saying right now. And he has a couple different things that he's going to say. They have to guess. They have 20 seconds. Whoever gets the most
totally
right
don't know. I don't
is
hear
our
you.
winner.
I don't hear you.
So here we go. In 3, 2, 1. What's your first thing?
Double play.
Double play.
Oh!
Fuego!
All right, Mason has a point.
Yeah. Let's go, Heather.
All right. Might need to turn that music up. Okay, next one.
Grand Slam home run.
Okay.
Grand Slam home run.
Grand Slam
home run.
Grand Slam open dunk.
Home run. Home.
Grand Slam. I got that part right. Okay, Grand Slam.
Home run.
Grand Slam home run.
Yeah.
Grand Slam home run. Hey, it's okay. We got it.
All right, get those headphones on.
All right, here we
What's
go.
your next one?
All right. Double dribble. Double dribble.
Start over.
Double dribble.
Double
dribble.
Dribble. Double dribble.
Good job.
Fire.
Are you sure?
Fire.
I don't know. I think you
Fire
had
like
good
my
music
hair.
up.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, here's your next one.
3-second violation.
Green lightning fire strike.
3-second violation.
3 second.
Violation.
3 second fire drill.
Violation. Violation.
3 second.
Violation.
All right,
3
you
second
got it.
violation.
Good job. All right, Coach, we need to make these a little bit harder. Let's pick up the harder. Okay.
You name it.
I'm jamming out to Britney Spears right now.
All right.
Okay.
Quarterback scramble.
Cornerback.
Quarterback.
Quarterback.
Quarterback scramble. Scramble.
Slide drill.
Scramble.
Quarterback scramble. Scramble.
Okay, Heather, looking to tie it
There
up.
you go. How about,
Yeah.
yeah. Game-winning hit.
Okay.
Game-winning
Game.
hit.
Game.
Winning
Winning.
hit.
Game winning hit.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty good.
We're gonna put two of them together. So let's do
Oh my gosh.
that one and that
Two of
one.
them together?
Two of them together.
So back to back.
Back to back.
All right.
See if you can do it, Mason.
Zone defense. Starting lineup.
Come on, Mason. Give us
Zone.
something. Come on.
Oh, zone layer.
Zone.
Okay.
Zone. Defense.
Zone defense.
Starting.
All right, 10 seconds.
Line up.
Leader.
Line up.
Starting lineups.
There you go.
All right, Mason.
Fire.
You're our winner because
my goodness.
our show is almost over, and we got to say goodbye. But be sure to go
Gotta give
and
it up.
support those Sooners tomorrow night as they take on the Longhorns. It is at 8. We've had so much fun. Be sure to see us next week.
You guys are good. That'd be hard.